We do apologise, folks. We're actually just waiting for an umpire to turn up, which is why the teams are out there. But nobody but aren't playing. It is, as you can see in the comments, ACA development. They've won the toss and elected to bat first. Will hopefully be underway very shortly. It is Max Clark and Harish Kannan out to bat for the ACA development side. Alright, we found the two umpires. I actually think it's the two umpires from this morning by the look of things. I thought we had a change. Damon Barty will open up the bowling at the One Tree Hill end, with the southern end bowling to Max Clark from the North Shore. Even Ruskell is where Damon Barty plies his trade. Didn't play in this morning's match, replacing Sinnett Burler. Nick's crawled along beside me to do some scoring. 2 wickets, average of 31.5 and a strike rate of 24 for Damon Barty on day one. On Sunday, 2 for 23 against the same opposition, 5th best bowling figures. His 2 wickets hits him 6th coming into today's. I think he might be past, actually he will be lower down than that earlier from today's earlier game, which the Indians got their first win of the board against the Cook Islands. But he left arm over to Max Clark's right hand. And he lets the first ball go confidently. Australia, a 281 for 3. Michael Nessa being dismissed about half an hour ago. Steve Smith on 16 has joined Travis Head on 162. Actually, that's at lunch. I was just like, oh, who's messaging me? Nope, that's the notification to say it's lunch. Second ball, a bit fuller, and just played on the block there, and they'll take 1. ACA Development and Max Clark get their account underway. Yeah, and the other big talking point, other than Matthew Potts, I'll get to his bowling stats at the moment. England have no reviews left. They've burnt all 3. And all 3, they've only reviewed 3, Nick.
Oh, really?
They haven't even reviewed one successfully. Harish Kannan from Cornwall Cricket Club on strike, the right-hander. Had a pretty good day out in the first game. Excuse me. Scored a 73, I think it was. And then got out first ball. Placed this one just inside the line. Couple of changes to both teams today. Sid Dixit and Samrat Singh. This great ball from Barty. Kanaan took a few steps down the wicket at him. Crivel from the bowler. Both required for Aces duties today. Who do they play? Yeah. I think it's an away match off the top of my head. First ball of the first over, and this is just played to backward point. Kanaan was pretty interested in it. Next Clark, not so. One ball to come. No, they are home actually. Auckland Hearts taking on the Sparks at 10-5 at Kennards High Community Oval. And I've just woken up and realised the Aces have actually are playing currently. The Volt's 20 for 2. This is played on the crease, and they're going to take a quick single. It's a forward defensive shot, but Max Clark goes through Kanaan pretty quickly. One over gone from Daman Barty, 2 without loss. That's chasing Auckland Aces 200 for 6. I don't know what you're going to ask, no? I'm getting there. No, that's the Otago scorecard. Dale Phillips at the top with 77, Bevan Jacobs 53. 2 top scores, and then everyone chiming in with under 20. So Dixit 1 of 2. As Rajat Chaudhry from the ASB Showgrounds end. Rajat Chaudhry bowling to Kanaan. Apologies, he's actually left-handed. So this one's cut to point, but he does the fielding, can't prevent the single. Sight's going changed for the players. Excuse me. Permission. Rajat Chaudhry took a couple of wickets against the Cook Islands, including one absolute screaming caught and bowled short. Clark had come at him, and they get through for 1. That and a lot of other highlights per game. I do realise I've chopped off a couple in the first couple of games on Sunday. Will be posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page in coming days or weeks, depending how energetic I feel about it, but I will try and get onto them ASAP. Chaudhry changing to right arm round. Canaan on one knee, player there, straight to him. Took a couple of steps off the rope. Comfortable catch, and Harish Canaan has to go. It is 4 for 1. Just waiting to see who the new batter is. Nathan Robinson from the Auckland University Club. Keeper as well. The reason why, if anyone is wondering why I put Nathan Robinson in full in most names first initial, there's actually 2 N Robinsons that play Premier Cricket in Auckland. Nicholas Robinson from Grafton was the other one. So this one's cut to cover. Jones Singh, other names where it's quite obvious that there could be plenty of those by first initial. Excuse me, I do spell out the full name as well. Enter second, 4 for 1. When these two teams played each other in the first 2 games of the Kuki Cup, that's what this is. This tri-series competition is called, with the Cook Islands men's side, national men's side, being the other one. Development, ACA development won by 39 and 29 runs. It's Barty bowling to Clark. Gets a full one. Will beat cover. And they'll come back for 2. Number 4, 1 ball onto his second, Darman Barty. Auckland Premier Cricket for Eden Roskell, picked up 6 for 14 a couple of years ago. This season he changed from Papatoetoe against them. He's a little bit held back in the hand, some good fielding there at cover. This one played to point. Got any thoughts, comments or questions, put them in the chat, folks. Let us know where you're tuning in from, if you're watching a particular player or just watching cricket. Just talking between innings to work an income about something, and someone said, I play a bit of cricket at Cornwall. As this one's down the ground, up and over mid-off. Chaudhry giving chase. And I'll pick up 2. Change that scoreboard around in a moment. So this one's dug into the pitch. Not too much foot movement there from Clark. Swing and a miss. Great ground here at Cornwall Cricket Club, home of Martin Crowe, Mark Gratbatch and others. Barty will do the fielding off his own bowling for the last ball. 8 for 1 after 3. Rajat Chaudhary, his second over, and stumping. Neil Patel with quick hands. We saw one in the first innings. And Robinson has to go for a duck. It's 8 for 2. Adam Jones walks out to bat at number 4. Batted the most minutes on day 2, 111 of those. Highest score at number 3 and in general, including the last game of 73 in game 2. This one's flicked off the pads and takes a single off the mark with the first ball. Edged into the pads to square leg. So this one's back past the bowler and mid off. Long on, not a chance to cut it off. It's 4 runs. Down the wicket, clipped off the pads. Neil Patel's gutted. He couldn't gather and stump for a third wicket. And it is a run. Goes back, down leg, and is called wide. Back in the crease again, Clark goes, and long on comes off the boundary. It's a deep mid on. Ends the over with a single. Chaudhary 2 overs, 2 for 10, and it's 16 for 2 after 4.
Okay.
Umang Patel at his home ground starts with a single down to long on. That's right, Nick, we'll forgive you. It's not on here what we've given you about, but the lap comes round, beats backward square, and is just going to reach the boundary, 4 runs. This one clobbered back past Patel, can't field it, so I'll take a single to long on. Just making a note of certain players, what they're bowling and that, so I can put it into my notes. Almost chops on, but it goes out to square leg. Very late on it. Slow one from Umang Patel. Good fielding there at cover from Chaudhry. I take 1. Down the ground again, and I think the fielder was quite on the ball as quick as he should have been, but they'll pick up 2 to finish the over. 25 for 2 after 5. Chaudhry 2 overs, 2 for 10 to bowl his third. It has to be Showgrounds end, the Lone Star end, which is where I'm going for dinner tonight. Me, myself and I is the great date. And for the third time in the Kuki Cup, decides to bail out of his bowling action. Finally, and third man are up inside the circle. I think there's a player at long on, and I think at mid wicket as well. Yes, there is. I can just see mid wicket below me. This one's hit straight to long on. Good call of no from Max Clark. One Ranji Trophy game, India's first class competition for Rajasthan back in 2019. Came to Eden Roskilde almost a year ago now. Full toss, straight to square leg. Quite difficult. He's got a bit of body on it. It's misfielded. And they'll pick up a consolation run. End up with 2. Jones moves to 6. On the sweep again. Patel with a stumping, keeping him honest. Back foot never moved. Do apologise, Adam Jones is 6 off 7, not 6 off 8. Actually, no. NV play hasn't quite caught up yet. And he'll pick up 2 runs here. Gets out the reverse this time. No player back on the boundary. He pierced the point. Good fielding effort down there, and I'll pick up 2. Reminds me of a European cricket video, and if you don't follow European cricket, but love some absolute brilliance as well as some absolute shockers, suggest you go and follow European cricket on Facebook. There's this one's passing it off along the carpet. Yeah, it definitely is a carpet here. It's 4 runs to finish the over. 10 off it. 33 for 2 after 6. And one of those brilliant moments, along with an absolute shocker, was player was rated. I think it might have been wide, and he's chased the ball to the boundary.
You missed a couple, a 2, Bev. The last over minutes.
Correction there, 35 for 2. Put the last ball as a 2 instead of a 4. As England to continue, went over for 9. Yeah, guy was chasing the ball, pulled it in brilliantly, just short of the rope. He's dived, he's bounced over the advertising hoardings, comes back into the field of play, picks up the ball and then throws it over for 4. Long on and long off the back. Since we're outside the power play now, I'll take a single to long off. Yeah, all that massive effort and some brilliant fielding for nothing. I still think the funniest video I've ever seen. Backs away, splits point, and is 4 runs. 2 players there, forward and back. Good point. Finds the gap. Moves to 26 off 18. Yeah, it was a village game in England somewhere. With what looked like proper official umpires. And a huge shout for LBW that looked close from the shocking camera angle. Can't say mine's much better than what this one was. Reverse out, straight to backward point. Pick the fielder this time. As I said, definitely worth a shout. And the umpire turns around and wides it. This one's off the pads. And I'll take 1. Yeah, first slip absolutely falls flat on his feet, flat on his ass, laughing. And there could be some first-time cricket watchers watching. A wide, it means it can't hit any part of the batter, body or bat. So, yeah. Cricket can be complicated. That one really isn't complicated. Single to mid-wicket. And as I said, it was worth the shout for LBW for hitting the legs. But, yeah. Reverse comes out and he's missed it this time. Not happy with himself, Adam Jones. Ends the over, 42 for 2. We're getting there, Nick. We're starting to remember who's who. First ball of the over is a single to cover. Ansh Patel's the new bowler. Call for 2. It's hit to wide long on. And huge mix up. Wrong end. Someone's got to go, is it? No, they don't. They get home. Big thanks to Cornwall Cricket Club here in Auckland. There is 2 Cornwall Cricket Clubs in New Zealand. Other one down in Hastings. But this tournament definitely happening at Cornwall Cricket Club in Auckland. Oh, edged. Well played. Gully beat Gully and keeper in 4 runs. No chance of either of them. Deliberately played by Adam Jones. Both batters on 21. I've butchered my scorecard there somehow. Max Clark's face 19. Adam Jones on strike. He's on 25. Is this one through fine leg? And they'll come back for 2. It's to 27 off 18. Next ball, through extra cover. And 4 more to the total. Expensive over here for ACA Indians. Last ball of the 8th, club down to mid-wicket. And I'll take 1. 8 gone, 56 for 2. Do apologise, folks. I do realise that the stream is just buffering a bit. I'm just going to try and switch Wi-Fi device. And hopefully we'll get it smoother. Back in a sec. And this time the other side down to long on for 1. Single to mid-wicket. Thought of a second, but not happening. Backs away into the crease as Clark. And more to his total. 4 singles to start this over so far. Moves to 23 off 21. Adam Jones 34 off 22. As I said, highest score of the tournament so far. This is an appeal as it squirts out to point. No run. Call of 2, but mid-wicket in pretty quick there. 9 gone, 61 for 2. ACA Development winning the toss and electing to bat. Apologies there, folks. We need to try and find out. The one player we asked didn't know either. Sing Roha, a wide and a couple of singles. This one to a fine leg.
Also wide. 1-1. So I can't.
Full delivery this time, and Singaroha cuts it off, prevents a single. Reverse, and there's 2 points in play, and Max Clark manages to get back in time. Adam Jones played a 360 game, both his innings on Sunday, so no surprise there's 2 points. Cover is open though, there is an extra cover there. This one though goes to the regulation cover for 1. Comes down the wicket, and good stop down there at long on, but they'll come back for a second. Ends the 10th. 67 for 2, ACA Development batting first in the Game 4 of the 2026 Kuki Cup. And drinks. So, ACA Development, they've batted quite well to 67 for 2. We're struggling earlier on, having won the toss and electing to bat, but this partnership at the moment with 59. Umang Patel to bowl the 11th and first one after drinks. And Adam Jones says no thank you to that first ball for a run. Gets the broom out, chops it straight into the ground. Don't often see that. Usually, if it's chopped into the ground, it either goes towards the stumps or carries away for a bit, not a couple of feet away. The reverse comes out, splits the point fielders, and it's 4 runs. Well, I'm not sure if you saw on screen there, but number 14, the player on the left, actually started to move towards the left, and it's gone between. If he'd stayed where he was, hindsight's a great thing. It would have been fine. Comes down the wicket. Player coming in along on, takes a catch, and ACA Indians get a wicket straight after drinks. 71 for 3. Adam Jones goes for a few once I find my right scorecard. 37 off 31 deliveries, 4 fours in there. Good to have you tuned in 2421 GS. Hopefully you're all enjoying the coverage. You can watch these games back often as you like. There'll be highlights posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page. If you go to the description there, folks, it's got the link for the full scorecard, tells you where it is, tells you when the first ball is supposed to be. Excuse me, but I mean, hey, you can always ask. I'll let you know. Brodie Harrison in at number 5. And he's going to punch a quick single off the artificial there. Eamon does his own fielding. 72 for 3. Brodie Harrison 1. Max Clark on 26 of 23. Do apologise that my scoreboard says differently. 1 ball left in the 11th. This one driven back past a diving Patel. And a single to finish the 11th. 73 for 3. Saxum Singh Roha bowling a second. I butchered that as well. Not even a great second game here. A couple of singles off his first 2 balls of his second over. None for 8. Comes down the wicket. Big, long. Please don't hit my car. It is 6. On the sweep, this one is squarer, it's longer. And another 6. Spelling a bit too full for Max Clark's liking. He moves to 40 off 27. Apparently the 6 before did hit a car, and I'm a couple of parked behind a couple as well. I wasn't when I came this morning. Right arm round, and this one right over my head. Into Middlemore Hospital at 6.
That one will take a while to be found.
We'll be back shortly when that ball is found. All right, we've found. We're assuming that's the same ball out there. Somehow it's been. It is middle wall behind us, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, hang on. No, it's Green Lane.
Yeah.
Sorry, Green Lane Hospital behind us. Apologies. Should know that considering this is kind of Green Lane. Plays across the line for the next one. Do apologise, we lost focus for a couple of balls. A leg by taken. Old technology, it works. When it loves you, it works brilliantly. If it doesn't love you, well, you might as well pick up and go home sometimes. This one, back up over Chaudhry's head, can't pull in two caught bowls in 2 games. It's 4 runs. Good afternoon to you, Bharat Patel, 8821. Pleasure to have you tuned in wherever you are. Bevan Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. Been doing this for over 7.5, or nearly 7.5 years now. Achieving my dream of commentating sport. Yes, this one will be a dot ball. 10 to 13th, 105 for 3. Gonna say Trevor did have a good look at that. And the Ashes. Australia have a 4 down now, 294 for 4. Usman Khawaja in his last test. Just joining Stephen Smith. Travis Head has problems between scoring runs between 150 and 175. Only scoring 163 this time. Do apologise to Ansh Patel or anyone else watching him. He's bowled 1 over for 14. 2 overs for 11 replies, not bad. But no, that is, I've given those overs to him instead of someone else. First ball, Brodie Harrison placed a mid-wicket for 1. 63 off 27 the other day. 18 ball 50 on Sunday. Banged down to long on. There was a fielder there for 1. No Premier club player in the last 3 seasons have scored a 50 quicker than 20. And what'd you say, Nick? Four in a row? Yeah, 4 in a row. 4 big sixes. So this one's squirted through, wide long off. I'll pick up a couple. Some good fielding down there. It's a very large boundary. Boundaries here. 70, you reckon? Yeah.
Give or take.
Give or take a couple. Full. And Patel does his own fielding. Full toss. Cover sweeper. Cut it to 2. I thought it was going to be 1. Throw from the boundary is pretty decent. Considering that the big boundaries there are here. Australia's just brought up 300 runs. So they're only 84 runs behind England. Amazingly, that test looks as though it'll go into day 4. Shorter. Didn't get quite the bounce out of it, so played straight to the cover sweeper, and they'll take 1. Ends the 14th. 112 for 3. Saksham Sangroha changing ends after that 21 run over. I actually think that's a tie for the most runs in a single over of the tournament. This is game 4. And that'll be 6. Over mid-wicket. Molly the cow better watch out. It's big. Max Clark moves along to 63 of 36. Have you ever been to Kaipeki Oval?
No.
No, it's
I haven't.
it's like 5 minutes from Hamilton Airport,
Yeah.
and it's actually the opposite in a way of this here.
Sort that one out.
I leave it to you and your good wisdom. This head cold has got me on the verge of... Well, that's the one that doesn't have a windscreen anymore. So
Did it go
Is
to
this one-
windscreen?
I know, I'm just
Did it?
fucking
I was going to say.
Cut away to
I'm gonna go
this
look,
cover
though.
sweeper.
Now that I know that you're involved, I gotta...
Next ball down the ground, long on goes. I have to go back a few feet. It's into that big bushy tree. Actually, you can't see it. It's to the right of that one. It's 6. Banged in, cut away, just above points. And they'll pick up 2. Cover sweeper comes round. Last ball of the 15th. And there might be deep point in a deep cover that's patrolling those areas. It's at 1 to finish a big over. 17 off it. It's 129 for 3 after 15. First ball of the new over. into Green Lane Hospital again at 6. Just waiting to see who the new bowler is. Comes down the wicket and plays it straight into the ground. Third ball of Priam Mystery's first over at 6 runs. As this one, it's going to be another 6, and manages to avoid the upstairs club rooms. Nick and I were both looking to go, how far has it gone? Oh no, I knew it wasn't coming to us. It was. Big thanks again to RGP TV down in Christchurch, shipping up a camera that I could use for this tournament. Otherwise, it's a cheap handy cam that I normally use. This is a single to backward square to finish the over. 21 off it. Yeah, 21 off it. It's 150 for 3. Six dot 6 2 6 1, and that was that Max or Brody?
That was all Brody.
Yeah.
He can hit a ball, eh? Both of us took them.
Sorry, I'm. Oh. $150 came up off that last ball of the 16th. Second ball, but it just played down to long on. They were hunting for 2, but just the 1. Over at Kennard's High Community Oval, or the Eden Park Oval. Auckland Aces scoring 200 for 6 off their 20 overs. Otago Volts, 112 all out. As the reverse scoop comes, Chaudhry can't pull it off. Might have got a hand to it, but it's away for 4 runs. Next ball played out to cover. Sweeper comes in, restrict it to 1. Next ball into the pitch, whipped round over square leg. And it's another 6. This is becoming a huge innings from the ACA development side. Brodie Harrison, 46 off 21. 5 sixes in that. But at Kennards High Community Oval, as I said, Auckland Aces winning by 88 runs over the Volts. It's not the Otago Volts now, just the Volts for Super Smash. Harjot Johal, 4 for 21 with the ball, the Chief Destroyer, playing in his second Super Smash game of his career. So this one's left alone. Into another big over, 12 of it. It's 162 for 3 after 17. Dum and Buddy from the ASB Showgrounds end. None for 6 in his 2 overs. Good afternoon to you, VJ. Groundsman at Kenmorda Park, home of Suburb New Zealand. This one slipped down the ground to long off. They pick up 1. This one's going to have to be re-bowled again because I think Dummins probably realised as soon as it left his hand it was going to have to re-bowled. As this one down the ground, player there, straight over his top of his head. Good attempt though, at long off. And that brings up Brodie Harrison's 50 as well. This time they signal for the 50. 52 coming off 23 balls, 6 sixes in there, 32 minutes as well. Afternoon to you, Amrit Patel, 9835. I think you tuned in on Sunday as well. It's great having people tuned in, but as long as someone wants to watch it, I don't mind doing it. As Daman Patel's not happy, Brodie Harrison's not happy about something. It's his second 50 of the tournament. Only player to go 2 and 1. Afternoon to you, Mr. Bombastic. That's a good 90s slot. This one played to Rajat Chaudhary at extra cover. They pick up 1. I'm assuming when you say Prabby, you're talking about Prabjot Rahul. He was fielding in the second game. He didn't bat or bowl. But as far as I've seen, he's not here in this game. Definitely not on the players list that we're given. And they punch a single just quickly off the block there. .95 Mr. Bombastic was. I was pretty confident when I said 90s. And a swing and a miss. Not too much feet movement from Harrison on that one. Games tomorrow, featuring the Cook Islands in both games. Playing these two sides. Lost to ACA Indians this morning. 10:30 they play ACA Development for the first time, and then at 2:30 they play the ACA Indians. As this is full, beats point, and cover won't cut it off. It's 4 runs. Another big over, but not as much risk in this one. 15 off it. It is 177 for 3. First ball of Ansh Patel's new over. It's a wide. Those figures of his is wrong. This one's whipped round mid wicket, trying to cut it off. Does a brilliant effort down there. Unfortunately not on screen, otherwise it would make the highlights. It's 2 runs though. Next Clark, 73 off 42. At this stage, the highest total scored in 4 games. As the scoop comes out, it is going to be the highest. And Raja Chaudhary can't pull it in, almost runs into the seating. It's 4. Next ball's full. Oh, played eloquently over third man. Short third man, it's 4. Next Clark moves to 81, sorry. Next ball full, driven down to long on. And one more of the total, 189 for 3. I believe this is the highest team total as well. 184 for 6 was the previous. Now have a look at my notes. I'll try and rip through them tonight and get them updated for tomorrow. This one swung across the line. Punch a single. Well, in cricket, when things are going your way, they're really going your way. Just dead on the pitch. And Brody Max Clark, calling through for the quick single. Clark on 81. Slower ball. Whips it round. And again, when things are going, when it's your day in cricket. It's 4. Did not time that at all. Didn't get much on it. But it's 4. Daman Buddy to bowl the last over into the block hole. Good ball. Can only get a single to the point.
Some strike, I reckon.
Down the ground, pick past Barty, and they'll pick up a couple. Some good running there from Brodie Harrison, giving Max Clark a chance to score 100 in a T20. Never happened in Auckland Premier T20 club games. This is not a club game though. It is higher. What's Barty got? Goes full. Back past the non-striker. And a good throw makes it 1. 198 for 3. 3 balls left. This is into the block hole. And I'll punch 1 off the artificial. As this one's down to long on. And I'll settle for 1 off the 5th ball, off the second to last ball of the innings. This has been a pretty good over from Daman Barty. 6 off the 5 balls. No boundaries at the moment. Full into the block hole. Great finish from Daman Barty. Better finish though from ACA Development. They finished with 201 for 3. We'll be back in 10 or so minutes for the chase of 202. Welcome back to Cornwall Cricket Club here in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, a couple of stone's throws away from the CBD. ACA Indians requiring 202 from 20 overs. Put it plainly, simple, they need to go big from the start. And it was some good deft bowling, especially the last over from Daman Barty. I think it cost 8 runs off the top of my head. Some big hitting from Max Clark and Brodie Harrison. First ball from Matt Jones to Tejas Patel, just past the energetic diving Harish Khanna. I couldn't think of his name. I knew who it was, but the name completely went from me. No fine leg. There was backward point, regulation point, short cover, that's Harish Khanna. Cover as well as Tejas Patel as a swing and a miss outside off. Long off is back, long on is up. Mid wicket and backwards square. Is that 9 players? 3, 4, 6, 8. No, missing one. So it could be in front of us here at mid wicket. There is regulation mid wicket in play as well, just to the right of screen. Yep, no, definitely missing a player. Unless he's on fine leg. No, nobody down at fine leg, as I thought. There's Matt Jones' next ball. Played straight to Khanna. Good spotting, Nick. Yes, straight in front of us, as we thought. Left arm round, outside edge to backward point. Matt Jones, 2025 Harbour Sportsman of the Year, 77 wickets, something like 4 or 5 wicket bags, 14 catches. As this is cut away, cover does well. They take a single. The stats like that, Nick, I'd love to see what the other finalists had done.
Yeah. That'd be good to know, eh?
Yeah. Because that is a lot of stats in cricket. Is this one straight to Khanna takes the catch, pretty simple. And it is Tejas Patel that has to go. And it's 2 for 1. Player of the match from Game 1 on Sunday, Matt Gibson, left arm over. As Neil Patel walks to the crease. He'll be at the non-striker's end though. As the wicket fell off the last ball. A lot of shouting and carrying on. Sounded like they're saying something about covers, but it is an overcast day, but not. It is the side screen. I was like, eventually someone makes their way around. I actually think someone ran around at the boundary for don't know what reason. rather than cutting across. And it looks as though Tejas Patel's happy with it for the moment. Changed because Gibson is a left armour. And so it's Kalhan Chalu. Played 9 games for 9 T20 internationals for Hong Kong. Plays for Cornwall. As this one's fall into the pads. An appeal and gone! LBW. ACA Indians, they're 2 for 2. They're struggling. Priya Mystery, second ball in face. Placed just inside Kalhan Chalu. Not for the first time in this tournament. Hands on the head. We're trying to figure out who's at mid-off, who's got the ball currently. Can't see off screen, but whether it's a baggy or it actually, like from here, and we're quite a while away, it looks like a beanie. But why on earth you'd be wearing a beanie when it's very, very muggy? 24 degrees is a good question. Cuts through cover, forward point, and that relieves the pressure. It's 4 runs. First boundary of the innings. The reason why I think it's a beanie is that it doesn't have that like sag that a baggy does.
It does look like a beanie.
Like if you look at Harish, who's got a baggy on.
I'm sure it is a beanie, yeah. Unless it's it might be a baggy, but it's a, I don't know.
There's no peak or anything.
Debatable.
Yeah. Anyway. 4 for 12 in game 1. This one clipped off the pads. Races away through fine leg for 4. Just been told that Priya Mystery was MVP of the New Zealand Indian Sports Cricket Tournament held at Wakaraka Park on the weekend just gone. Played for the Auckland Indians, who lost to Pukekohe Indians in the final. A few of the Eden Roskell boys playing for Pukekohe in that tournament. And I believe they went back to back. This is off the pads. Down to deep square for 1. It's the second over, 11 for 2. Pankaj, it's at the top. I actually thought I'd pinned it. It's also in the description. If you can't find it, always have a look in the description of the video. Just pinned the full scorecard, as I said, thought I had. I do put a lot of detail into the description to help everyone out. Liam Wheeler, Cornwall boy. He's played for Cornwall for a while as well. Played a bit of last man stands too. Right arm pace, as you can quite clearly see there. Starts with the dot. That required run rate, 10.7. Australia, 336 for 4. Usman Khawaja's 14. Stephen Smith just brought up his 50. Travis Head continues his problems, scoring between 150 and 175. I believe it's the 4th time he's done so. As this one's clipped through, backward square. Come back for 2. It's amazing to think that Neil Patel came in maybe a couple of overs ago and still hasn't faced a ball. With that pinned comment, it's the full scorecard you can have a look at. As this one's wide. Raining sixes, I'm glad to report that my car was not the car that was hit, it was the car in front of me, which has moved, so I moved mine as well. As this one's clipped off the pads down to long on, and that, I have to say, Nick, is definitely a beanie. Oh, actually, no. It's almost like a brimmed hat without the brim. So I said, why you'd wear a beanie in these conditions? Each to their own, though. Can't say I'm the most orthodox person. Comes down the wickets, has a fling at it. First slip, decides to appeal. By himself though. If you haven't heard the earlier Super Smash result, Auckland Aces taking down the Volts by 88 runs. Dale Phillips 77, Bevan Jacobs 53, and Harjot Johal with 4 for 21. Sid Dixit and Luke Watson, who was originally who was playing on Sunday in this, playing for Auckland Aces today. Takes a step down the wicket, can't beat mid-off. Neil Patel came into today with a strike rate just under 200 after a blistering day on Sunday with the bat. This time up and over extra cover. Harish Kannan giving chase and a dive, but it will be 4 runs. Ends the over, 19 for 2. Matt Gibson from the One Tree Hill end gets a full one, does Mystery to places to cover. A lot of talk from the number 14. This is where I'm missing my old camera. It's got a bit of stoppage in play. DSLR camera I normally take photos with, and also good for spotting players, especially when you are far away.
Yeah.
Big thanks to Cook Island's main sponsors. It's Cook Island's Men, who's the third team in this competition. Maritime Cook Islands in 21 South Group. $100 given out to each player of the match. They had to find out Sunday, straight after the first game. It was me that decides it. Looking for boundaries, gets a top edge down too long on. Didn't really time it, but it's 4 runs nonetheless. Prayer moves to 16. It's a single down to fine leg. Didn't quite carry. Nick's just had to shoot off. He's general manager here at Cornwall Cricket Club, so big thanks to them for also hosting this 2026 Kuki Cup. Just having to shoot off and do something for the club. There's this one, sliced through cover. Hasn't got enough on it for the boundary, but they'll pick up 2. Partnership now worth 24. Going at 7.09. Same stage ACA development with 13 for 2. Required run rate 10.78. Greatness of NV play. I haven't really had a chance to have a proper look at it. Which is what is the main score. This is just chopped into the ground. I'll take 1.
System. Shot.
Is this one through long on, and Prem was pretty confident it will reach the boundary. It does. 4 runs, 4 overs gone, 31 for 2. Liam Wheeler starts with a dot. Ball just jutted into the ground. The bat jutted into the ground, I should say. I want to find my words. Good to have you wherever you're tuned in. Bevan Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. He's going to pinch a quick single to long off. Might have been close to it to hit, but it didn't, and that's the main thing. Neil Patel on 8. Very quick between the wickets. The ACA Indians wicketkeeper captain and batter. Down the wicket, checked shot. It's going to be caught. Good catch. Cover coming in about 10 metres off the boundary. And Prayer Mystery has to go. It's 32 for 3. Saksham Singh Roha gets a full toss. First ball, plays it to point. Required run rate over 11. I'm pretty happy to leave this alone. Interesting tactic. Usman Khawaja has been dismissed in his last test for 17. Alex Carey at the crease. Good to see Matthew Potts has brought his bowling back. So two balls left in his 20th. He's none for 109. He was going at well over 8s at one point. Comes forward and defends. Neil Patel not interested. Harish Kannan does about 3 flips. Ends the over. Very good one there from Liam Wheeler. He's 1 for 9 off 2. A wicket and a run off that over. It's 32 for 3 after 5. Can't say enough about MV play. Apparently English Cricket Board, England and Wales Cricket Board uses it. If it was to pour down with rain at the moment and for the ACA Indians to win, they'd need to be on 63. That's what it's saying the DLS pass score is. Although ACA Development, they were 25 for 2 at the same point. First ball in the new over. Patel goes big down to mid-wicket for 6. Dion Jeffries is the new bowler. That one just short of mid-wicket there. Always hard when it dies on you like that. From East Coast Bay's Dion Jeffries. Came to East Coast a couple of seasons ago from Kumu. I'm actually liking the new community cricket app as well, and how much information that gives you. This is full. Neil Patel goes full down the ground, and just wait and see. It's 6 runs. Required run rate just over 11 now. 2 6s in the over. Go short. Over mid-wicket. That's going to be a retrieval mission, is it? No, it's not. It's 2 runs. Well, they have to retrieve it anyway. Just didn't quite time that. Thought he'd done better than that originally. Someone goes squeakily down the handrails behind us here. Fell back past Jeffries, the bowler. They might pick up 2 on the misfield. No, they decide to for just the 1. Get over for the ACA Indians. 15 off it. It's 47 for 3. Liam Wheeler to bowl his 3rd, 1 for 9. ACA development with 35 for 3 at the same point. This is full and low, and it's a dot. 35 for 2, sorry, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because we said the extra wicket would make up that 12 runs. What's par at the moment? 70?
70s DIs, yeah.
Oh, just 70. Yeah, so Duckley's loss says be a win by 23 runs for ACA development if the floodgates were to open, but that's not to happen. Neil Patel comes down the wicket. bit disappointed. He was trying to go straight. Didn't quite get the ball to do it. Gets a single to mid-wicket. Driven. It was long off back though, so just the one. Singroha off the mark. Auckland Hearts taking on Sparks. Taking on the Sparks soon. The Hearts have won the toss and elected to bat. Keep you updated with that, along with the Ashes test. 356 for 5 Australia, 28 runs behind England. Neil Patel comes down the wicket, swats us to mid-wicket for his second single in that form this over. Tried run rate 11.4. It's been hovering for a while now. Hasn't quite reached 12. As this one will help things, it'll be a wide, and they've run one. Full and pushed out to cover for one. One ball left in the over. I think there were a couple of fielders that thought it was over. Actually, we had a really interesting one at Suburbs before Christmas in the one-day game, the Richard Jones comp. And there were three of us. There was myself scoring like I do, plus the two scorers. Slow from Wheeler. And another single out to point. To cover, sorry. Singroha doubles the score, keeps the strike. 7 off. 54 for 3 after 7. And we thought, after that drinks break, the wrong batter was on strike. Like, how the umpires missed this? And then they bowled a 5-ball over. And we yelled out one to come. No, it's over. Apparently 3 players plus the bowler all knew that six balls had been bowled. And out of the 3 of us, we'd missed the first ball. It's amazing. It's Dion Jeffries to continue. I only just remembered about that. Yeah, that was... Couldn't believe all 3 of us scoring missed the first ball after drinks, and swore that we're all out there. We weren't distracted. We thought. As this one's clipped off the legs down to deep square for one more. It's just amazing. Yeah, the umpires said a few of the players plus the bowler all knew it. You don't often, get the odd bowler who might know how many balls he's bowled. As this one's thrown across the line, and catch is taken. I think Neil Patel was almost walking off straight after he hit it. It was aerial, and it's 55 for 4. Rajat Chaudhary, the new batter. I think he scored 21 in his one Ranji Trophy game for Rajasthan. Flicks it off the pads. There's kind of stifled appeal and something else that went on there as one leg bye is being signalled. Actually, I got to watch my nephew play first 11 cricket at the start of the season, and I went, all his talk and bravado that goes on would really annoy me if it didn't remind me of myself. Which is when I first saw NV play being used in person. As Dion Jeffrey's not happy. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of that out on the screen, but there we go. Turn it on, turn it off again. Turn it off, turn it on. And this one, bottom edge from Singh Roha. I had somebody point out to me what the greatest version of turn it off, turn it on again is. The guy that invented the shock pads.
Oh, yeah.
Who on earth thought that the way to get a start restarted was to turn it off, turn it on? Which is pretty much what they're doing. Yeah. Don't think I'll ever forget that random thing. This one down through wide third man and 4 runs. This one got it to short third man, backward point, cuts it off. A single to end the over, 61 for 4 after 8. Matt Jones back into the attack, opened the bowling at the ASB Showgrounds end. Might have got a touchdown leg, actually no he hasn't. They'll come back for 2. And it's 2 wides. Great thing is, if you watch the umpires, you can generally tell in those sort of circumstances if there's been a touch or not. This one down the ground, and long on comes around, covers it off brilliantly. And they come back for a second. Round ball 10 for 6 from Singh Roha from the University Club. Rajat Chaudhary just faced the 1 ball at the other end from, Eden Roskill. And they'll take 2 wide fine leg to answer Harish's call, but it was a good shot. Definitely hit pretty much the middle of the bat. But he decided to appeal. This one long off has slipped over. He has tried to come in for the catch and fallen on his bum. 6 runs. Matt Jones just given a shake of the head and said not much you can do about it. Plays this on the back foot. And the Irish umpire does the old nutmeg. One more to the total. On the sweep. Appeal from everybody. It's a dot ball. Another one of my great stories I believe I have. As Jones is still asking what that wasn't hitting. I was playing a last man stands game a couple of days before Christmas, a couple of years ago. Batting with a guy who got hit, not wearing protection. Last ball of the ninth. Just a forward press, and Kanan does very well to save his face, teeth and everything else. 9 gone, 75 for 4. Yeah, got hit, so took a moment or two, or 3, to rub it off. Carried on playing. I bowled 2 rubbish overs, do the long barrier, and broke my ankle. Knew it, heard it, felt it was broken. Instantly. Everyone goes to the ball, the ball was nowhere near me. Ruckman Hikmat to the attack. First time today he's been seen. Yeah, and I walked off with a broken ankle. I was at cover and they tried to lift me. I'm like, nah, I've got enough adrenaline still going. Put up with the team after Christmas and I said, how's Joey? He had ruptured that certain part of the male's body. Still playing 3 months later, waiting for surgery, and I'm on the sidelines with a broken ankle. This one's pulled round. First ball of the over for a single. And it's misfielded. And they'll come back for 2. Bit of lazy fielding down there. Definitely not 2 there. This one's through to cover for 1. Yes, I have a very warped sense of humour, sorry Nick. Some things that can be shared on air and some that can't. Tries to cut this one and can't connect. Having a bit of trouble out there, Rajat Chaudhry. He's faced 4 balls without scoring. Gets a short one this time and has another fail. And here's a look and gets the wide. Alex Carey is human after all. Australia 368 for 6. Alex Carey out for 16. Goes on the sweep. And will get off the mark down to mid-wicket for 1. Bit of sarcastic carrying on that he managed to field this one cleanly. Can only imagine that's what they're chow-ing about. Chops this into his pads to Singroa. I believe there'll be drinks after this next ball. Was in the first innings. Comes forward. Plays straight to Canaan there at cover. Ends with a dot. 10 gone. Chasing 202. It's 80 for 4. Doesn't look as though they're going to take drinks. And looks as though Matt Jones will continue. First ball to square leg, and they're going to hunt for 2. Good throw, but she probably was too good. And Singroha gets back. I say too good because Matt Jones had to take it a bit behind him there. Quad run rate 12.21. This time, aerial. Wait to see what it's going to hit. Nothing. It is 6 runs. Now it's hit the ground or something, but it hasn't. Thankfully for Cornwall and us, it wasn't into the balcony. Backs away, gives him some space. Matt Jones can't collect it cleanly off his own bowling. They get a single. Run rate now under 12. Tour ball. Cameron Green at the crease on 1. Stephen Smith 64 on the Ashes. Scoop comes out. And just, I think that might have gone through the hands of fine leg. It was not the easiest chance at all. And they pick up 2. Singroha 24. Rajat Chaudhry on 10. Singroha, that's on strike. Sorry, it's 22 and 9, I should say. Down the wicket, inside out. Over extra cover. And all the way, 6 runs. Big over here for the ACA Indians. Not the most easiest bowler to get to. Matt Jones from Takapuna. Premier captain as well. And he'll do the fielding and ensure there is a dot in the over. It's only 1. 17 off it, 97 for 4. Rugman Hikmat. His first ball. Single down to long off. Just realised last season's T20 finalists for Auckland Premier Men. It was Cornwall beating Takapuna in a very good game at Oniwa Domain in Takapuna. Did you guys win the reserves as well? Yeah. So Cornwall won both Premier and Premier reserves. So this is played to cover. Full toss from the wrist spinner. Can't beat Canaan, who locks and loads his arm ready to throw if need be. This one full cut away very late. Beat short third man. And that will be 4 runs. Well played. Watched it under the eyes. And on this carpet here at Cornwall Cricket Club. Once you beat the inner ring. With no fielder back. Both third man and fine leg up inside the circle. Better reply there from Ruckman. They get a single to point. So I have had a ball destroy my laptop. Happened, I want to say Matariki weekend last year. As gets on the broom, edge, third man underneath it, takes a comfortable catch. And the 5th wicket falls after the end of the 12th. It's 103 for 5. First ball of the new over, Kanaan does the fielding. Brodie Harrison at the bowling crease. Scored a good 50 again today. It's the SCG. Back into the crease. Down to the club rooms. Hits the club rooms pretty hard. And it's 4 runs. 1 bounce. In England's last 10 tests, they've dropped 35 catches. Thank you, Wisdom Cricket, for that stat. This one played to point. Yeah, 9 innings, 17 drops as well. I hate cliches, but the big one there is catches win matches. This is played to Kanaan. They take a single, they're looking at a second. And a huge mix-up's going to end up in a run-out. Everything happening. And it's 110 for 6. First ball of the new over from Ruckman Hekmat. It's 4 runs.
Good. Alright, we're 114 for 6.
Yes.
Yep, beautiful. Alright.
But I don't have Ruckman bowling. His third ball of the over. Bit of a toe end down to wide long on. And I'll come back for 2. Decent. That would take me about 3 attempts to throw that far. So a decent throw from the boundary.
Are you sure that's not Crivon struck?
Tries to cut away and can't. Goes on one knee and is over the head of mid-wicket. Hits the seats down there. And I think for the last 3 overs, there's been something happening off the last ball of an over.
I feel like the batters are mixed up, BB.
123 for 6 after 14. Harish Kanan at the ASB Showgrounds end. Be bowling to Kriv Katakaya. We do apologise, there seems to be a bit of confusion out there about who should have been on strike. As the left armour starts with a single, and they thought about 2 but won't get it. Through to mid-wicket. Reminder, you can watch these games back often as you like. There'll be highlights posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page. There's a link in the description. This one, this field down at mid-wicket, and it's 4 runs. We do apologise, we're just trying to catch up with scoring.
So it's just a no ball. And then dot 1.
Yep.
God, that's cocked up badly. Dot.
Bottom edge, first ball of Ruckman Hekmat's new over. It starts with a single. Sorry, just trying to help out the scorer and figuring out what on earth is going on.
134.
135 with a single.
So Criv.
Yeah. No, to Austin, sorry. No, sorry, to Criv. Single to Austin off the second ball, down to long on. Yeah, no, it is that way. Yeah. We got there, Nick. Auckland.
This is Austin now.
Yes, this has missed everything. And they pick up 1. Just wait and see. It's 1 by.
It's fine. As long as the score's fine.
Next ball full. And I think Nathan Robinson's copped another fine. I might cop another fine. Wait and see if this has come off anything. It's come off bat. Okay then. I've just got a bit of a bottom edge on it. Auckland Hearts batting first against the Sparks. 43 for 2 after 8 overs. Matty Green at the crease with Brooke Halliday. Kennards High Community Oval. This one's cut to behind point for 1. One ball left in the 16th. That required run rate, almost 15 and over. Gotta go big. Has another miss at it. Robinson's holding his shoulder a little bit, it seems. And they pick up 2. And it's 2 buys. And ends the over. 5 off it plus 3 buys. It's 142 for 6. Down Jeffries switching ends now that the ASB Showgrounds end. 1 for 21 is 2 overs from the Mount Roskill end. Big thanks to the Cook Islands two main sponsors, 21 South Group and Maritime Cook Islands. It's 4-1, flicked off the pads down to mid wicket. I'll take one. Cook Islands being the third team in this Kuki Cup at 2026. Cook Islands national men's side, preparing for the Asia Pacific qualifying tournament for the next World Cup, next T20 World Cup. After the one in February in India and Bangladesh. As this one's flat batted down to long on for one. I actually think the next one's in India and Sri Lanka, sorry. What'd you do with my phone, Nick? There it is. Have to have a look at that. This one full, good length, up and over, mid off, and races away for 4. Next one, cut away, up and over point. And won't be cut off, it's 4 runs. Well, that helps the required run rate. To apologise, the World Cups in India and Sri Lanka. As on one knee, down to fine leg, there is a player back there on the boundary, so it'll just be the one. 11 off this over so far. They need to go at more than 15. New Zealand's first match coming up against Afghanistan in Chennai on February the 8th, starting at 6:30pm, so glorious time to watch some cricket. on a Sunday as well. Back in the crease, whip down to fine leg. Still the fielder there though. So single to end the over. 12 off it. 154 for 6, chasing 202. First ball of Brodie Harrison's new over starts with a single down to cover. That's the Under-20s World Cup starting in a week's time. A week and a bit. Under-19 World Cup, sorry I should say. First match is at Bulawayo in Zimbabwe, because the game's being held between Zimbabwe and South Africa. Start with a single. Second ball's a single. They start their first match at 8:30pm New Zealand time on Sunday the 18th. Should say that as I'm looking at Quick Info, they do give you your local times for the games. As this one's slapped down to wide long on for 1. this one is left alone and is called wide. Just had a mate message me that Travis Head was dropped on 121, made 163. I've decided to send him that Wisden cricket stat about the amount of drop catches England have done in reply. Tries the reverse and misses out. Goes down the ground. Wide long on. Can't do anything about it. It's into the paddock. 6 runs. Ends the 18th. 165 for 6. 37 required from 2 overs. Nick, who was the only non-tier 1 country to beat the All Blacks? Happened in 1949. On one of the worst All Black tours ever to have existed. Zimbabwe. Oh, it was Southern Rhodesia. All Blacks played a couple of tour games against them, drew 1 and lost 10-8 at Bulawayo. Lost all 4 tests in South Africa. Fred Allen, the Needle, was captain then. Liam Wheeler's first ball, up and over fine leg. And we'll race away for a 4. This one outside edge, straight to point. No ball called, and they're going to pinch a single off the, off the misfield. Free hit coming up. Might actually be the first no ball of the game. Wasn't one in the development innings. Yeah, oh no, yes, first no ball of the game. Free hit coming up, comes down the wicket, full toss, turns it into, and it'll be 1 down to mid wicket. The last person I saw run out on a free hit was myself. I was playing sixes at Kaipaki and was not hitting the ball at all, and just pushed it past the bowler, and the bowler went round and went, oh well. That's where last man stands comes from, actually. As this one is a no ball for height, and they'll get a single again to mid wicket. Yeah, sorry Nick, I looked straight at square leg for that one. Knew where the ball was going. And short, pulled round over square leg. Sighted by the balcony in the club rooms. It's just the one. I was telling you about kaipeki, sorry. It's pretty much the opposite of this. Even though it's still very picturesque, it's a complete oval. There's only the one field on it, but the boundaries are about 45 metres. Yeah. It's at edge and dropped it. Point. Shy at the striker's end. And they're going to come back for two on the overthrow. They might look at a third. No, Harish Kanaan pretty much behind it. Have you ever heard of a former New Zealand cricketer, John Parker? You have? Not many. Yeah. So his second to last game for New Zealand was on 1st of February 1981. Do you know what happened on the 1st of February 1981? No, no one does. Very famous incident. As this one's played to Kanaan, a cover. Ends the 19th. ACA Indians, they need 25 off the last over. It was the underarm. He was dismissed on the last ball of the 19th over. That's the only reason why I ask if people know what happened that day. And then if you've seen this photo, actually I think it was Michael Holding. Gonna go with Holding. Another very famous photo, kicking the stumps. You seen that one? The Holding's given the stumps an absolute. You haven't? Oh, it's one of the most famous ones. That's John Parker in the background, fixing his gloves. He'd been given not out. That was when we beat the West Indies at the Basin Reserve in 1980. Yeah, and a very famous photo of Michael Holding given a very high kick to the stumps in anger. Ned Gibson to bowl the last at the One Tree Hill end. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, Google Michael Holding kicking the stumps. Another really good cricket documentary, Fire of Babylon. Deep in the crease, slices this, beats extra cover. I think Kanaan might have got a hand on it, but it'll be 4 runs. The Fire of Babylon is about the West Indies pace attack in the 80s and 70s. If you got time, watch the. I believe both are on YouTube. The other one is the mini-series called Bodyline, which is about that famous Bodyline tour of Australia, from England, trying to nullify Bradman, which they did do controversially, as this one's through the keeper. Nice slow, shorter ball from Gibson. 19 matches for Auckland across all 3 formats. Or how's that? The Kerry Packer story, which is about how World Series of Cricket came about. It's another really good cricket documentary. Deep in the crease again, gets bottom edge, down to mid-wicket. Theoretically, ACA Development have won this game at this point. Just got to bowl 3 legal deliveries. The one stat, Nick, actually the most random stat that I've learned this season is why the colour of a tennis ball was changed from white to yellow or green or whatever you want to call it. In the 60s. So reverse comes out, scoops over fine leg, and be 4 runs. It was due to a white ball couldn't be seen on TV back in the day. But among the people that called for the change was David Attenborough. Mitchell Atkins from Waitakere told me that one. So, you know, you don't put David Attenborough and cricket together often. Definitely knows what he does, what he's talking about regards to TV though. 2 balls to go in the match. This time the reverse, there's an appeal for caught behind, but nothing. Last ball coming up. Misses out. There's a dot to finish. And ACA Development goes 3 from 3 at the Kuki Cup. ACA Indians have fallen 15 runs short. Congratulations to the development side. We're back live at around 10:20 for the first ball of the 5th game at 10:30 p.m. Just double checking who that is. Tomorrow it is the ACA Development side playing the Cook Islands, and then at 2:30 p.m. the Cook Islands take on ACA Indians. Thanks very much for tuning in, folks. Take care. Look after your mental